Okay, think we're live. We're live. Right, guys. You know what this is all about by now. It is crypto chat, cryptocurrency chat. So yeah. I don't have any specific thing to talk about in this video. And I did a couple of live streams previously, through the week where I talked about a particular subject, and I tried to keep focus on that particular subject, but excuse me. But in this one, I just want to go where it goes, So if you're watching the video, please do leave a comment, and we'll look at some things, we'll talk about some things, and we'll just see what happens. And sometimes, it is good to try and focus on one subject when there is like a hot news topic, when a coin forks, when a coin hits an exchange, when something big happens. But on the flip side, sometimes it's good to hit the stream button, start chatting to you guys, and we'll learn something new, we'll talk about the news, we'll see what's happening. So I'm not sure how many people are actually going to turn up, because I just sent a tweet on Twitter. It's not like I promoted it much. So we'll just see what happens. But if you are watching, please do say hello. This isn't one of those live streams where the person just talks and no one actually looks at what you're saying. It's the opposite of that. Well, I hope it is. That's what I'm hoping for. I've got my laptop here. The reason was I've been playing around with that Equiminer, and I'm actually quite impressed with it. Really, really impressed, both with the pool and with Equipool and with the miner, that it works on its own, and it's got a really cool CPU miner. I did a video about this the other day. I tested it, I'd kind of downloaded it, but I hadn't been using it for the CPU, but really, really impressed with it. Hi Kevin, how you doing? Hope you're having a nice Saturday. So I'll maybe post some links. Right, just right. So apologies there. How you doing, Di? Yeah, good to see you too. I wasn't sure when I was going to be streaming, because I like to keep my schedule flexible. Hi Pete, all the way from South Florida. Well, it's actually quite sunny here today. It's actually quite nice here today in Scotland, but I'm sure it's better over there. Did I check up on Hashgraph? I think we did check that on a live stream. I think we did. I'll hold on just now. I'll just hash is this it here, Kevin? This one, Hedera hash, it's like Hashgraph spelled, is that spelled right? Hedera Hashgraph, is that it? Not sure if that's the one. Yeah, this is it here. Right. I'm not sure if I did look at this actually. So what is it? Can you give me a summary of what this is? A kind of a brief overview. Obviously I can't do too much research when I'm live. New technology. So how does it work? So let me know what you guys have been mining this week. That's something I like to look into in this stream. I've been mining Safe this week. I'll probably be mining it another week or two at least, maybe another week. You know, I do like to review these things every few weeks. You got to be ahead of the curve if you're mining. But as I said, I was messing around. I'll see if I can turn this around. This is Equiminer. I did a video about this the other day, but it is worth noting again. This is a really cool application. I'm actually doing this. This is for my main PC. It's this one. Here we go. Multiple mice. I'm so easily confused. And you can kind of see it there. So this is actually a dedicated miner only for Equipool. But it's really, really good. It's really good. I really like it. You know, it's got everything that you need. It actually puts NiceHash and things like that, all these other user-friendly ones to shame. Very, very flexible. I'd actually love to see other pools doing this. I think this is a great idea. So if anyone from Equipools are watching this, thumbs up. That's a really cool thing that you've got going there. I really like that. So as far as news goes this week, guys, I came across a story yesterday. It was talking about Russia is going to block Telegram over encryption. So it's one of those things. Now you see this, it's the choice for international terrorist organizations in Russia, but it's one of those things, guys. You know, they'll ban this and then people will use something else. So it's kind of pointless. And like I realised, you know, the suicide bomber used it in St. Petersburg. I do understand why the source of these things, you know. But at the end of the day, encryption is necessary for other things. You're never going to stop them. I mean, this started all years ago. Can you guys remember BlackBerry Messenger? Was it BBM or something they called it? And they wanted to ban that. They wanted to stop the encryption because they wanted to see your messages. Now, they say this, in, you know, without getting too political, you know, they say this so that they can stop terrorism. But they don't want you seeing their messages either. So, you know, you can't have it one way and not the other. Hi, Taurus. Good to see you. South Africa in the house. South Africa. Not a country I've been to. That wasn't an impression, by the way. I don't know why I said a funny voice here. South Africa is a country I've not been to, actually. I've heard it's beautiful, though. A few friends have been to it. So, yeah, I think with the whole Telegram thing being banned, it's just a knee-jerk reaction. If it's not Telegram, it'll be Discord. If it's not Discord, it'll be WhatsApp. If it's not WhatsApp, it'll be like it'll be like some other message system that offers encryption. At the end of the day, there's always going to be privacy, discussion forums, and messaging systems. So I don't know what this actually achieves. I really don't know. But I don't know. Maybe it is a haven for terrorists. I don't know. I don't actually use Telegram. I've actually purposely not downloaded Telegram. Now, if you go to any cryptocurrency or any mining pool, you'll see a Twitter account, you'll see a Facebook account probably, you'll see a Telegram app, and you'll see a Discord app. Telegram and Discord are the two main ones. You sometimes see Slack, you sometimes see an old-fashioned bulletin board, but Telegram or Discord, without a doubt, 90% of coins, 90% of pools, that's what they have. But so far, I've just centralized everything on Discord, simply because it's one app, that's one series of notifications and all that. I don't know if that's the right thing or not, but I'm just kind of, you know, you guys, you know what it's like, guys. You see the number of notifications you get from your phone nowadays. It's absolutely insane. And as good as it is to be notified about things, sometimes it's overkill. So I've been holding back. I'm not saying I'd never install Telegram, but yeah, I've been kind of holding back and just sticking to Discord so far. Hi, Aaron. Good to see you. Aaron, me and Aaron were just having a discussion there. He was telling me about he was overclocking his, was it the L3 Plus? You were doing the Bitmain, Antminer. You're overclocking to increase your hash rate. L3 Plus, right. You know, overclocking Antminers isn't something it's not something I've seen people talk about before. I imagine there's a whole thing. You know, it's a whole website about it, whole guides and tutorials and videos about how you can do this. But you were saying it voids your warranty. So if I jump over, I'm actually just mining just now. I do have a tiny bit of money on some exchanges. Not much though, not much. I've got like a little bit of Monero and I think it's in HIT BTC. I don't have much on exchanges. Just I think in fact that might be the only one I've got. I've maybe got a couple of tiny amount of coins on Binance. I don't think I do though. I've generally just been mining. As I said, I do really need to step back and kind of learn more about trading, but I've just been accumulating coins, mining, keeping my coins, mining, keeping my coins. I realise you can make a lot from trading, but what I should really do is just put $100 in an account and start doing, you know, playing around. And if I lose it, I lose it. P per share on Litecoin pool. So yeah, Adam was talking about this. So I'll see if I can get this up. So Aaron was talking about this pool, litecoinpool.org, and they pay you per share. Now, he was saying that with, you know, generally what happens is when you mine to, let me use an example. What was I using? Like mining speed is a good example, right? So I go into mining speed. I'll go to miners. So here's someone's random mining account, and you know, when you go down, you've got pending blocks. So basically, you know, this person has, what's he got here? 16,000 souls. That's pretty good. And, you know, he's probably mined a percentage of these blocks. And what happens is he might have mined 1% of the block, 5%. I don't know how many, you know, miners they've got in the pool. You know, but if, say, there's 10 people and, you know, they're all mining an equal amount, then he should get 10%, you know, that kind of thing. And when the block has been confirmed, then that's when he gets paid. But Aaron's saying that with this one, Litecoin pool, you get paid per share. So there it's there, pay per share. So essentially, they're working it out in advance before blocks are confirmed. Essentially, that's all they're doing, isn't it? Is that right? They're working things out in advance. And then, you know, they can... That kind of makes sense, because if they know that the blocks are going to be confirmed anyway and there's nothing dodgy happening, then yeah, that's quite a good idea. It means you get paid quicker, you know, from a mining point of view. Am I understanding that right? I think I'm understanding that right with regards to pay per share. So we did see this week, we did see this to the moon, baby. Saw the graph here going up a few days ago, and it's kind of stayed there since then. So a lot of coins have went up, but of course you need to look at Bitcoin value, and over 24 hours. Yeah, over 24 hours, we've got Siacoin, Komodo, Nucleus Vision, Syscoin, Bitcoin Diamond. This isn't a coin I know much about. Have you guys heard of that? There's so many Bitcoin coins. $2.89. I really don't know anything about this one. So these are the movers and shakers over the last day. I know it's Bitcoin private actually come back down. That's sitting back down like $20 odd or so. Kevin, if you want to learn, download Baby Pips. Gives you basic knowledge to trade with structure, entries, exits, Fibonacci, Bollinger Bands, moving averages, etc. Right, I'll search for that. Paid through prefers DMD diamonds. I've not heard of any of these ones. But I think I should just do that. I mean, this is something that I should maybe do on the channel. I've been thinking about. I've been taking notes to do this on my channel, like different trading things, because, you know, I've been pretty open about the fact that I don't trade that much, and I don't consider myself an expert trader. But I'm open to doing trading in front of you guys, telling you guys what I buy, what I didn't buy, and the mistakes. You know, openly, you know, show you my mistakes. DMD diamonds. Was paid through exchange. be your own bank. That isn't. I don't think that's what Kevin was referring to. Kevin's saying you can accumulate coins a lot quicker as a good trader than mining. Yes, you can. I think I'll just put like $50, $100 to an account, see how I got on, and then if I lose it all, do the same again. And it's really about making my mistakes with the lowest amount of money. In fact, I've probably got like $100 or so in my economy account anyway, maybe more. So I could always send that somewhere and, you know, play around with it. I've got $85 or so. Yeah. So the baby pips, this is what Kevin was talking about here. So is this a blog or does this have like a guide? Is this like do they have like a step-by-step guide, or is it just like a following, like a blog? What's your thoughts on software for trading? Is it as bad as I think it could be, or is there, you know, as some of them, like I looked at a few of them, and you know, they look at signals and they look at signals in the market and then they react in a certain way, but I don't know how reliable that would be. Gunbot, yeah, Gunbot's the one that everyone talks about. Gunbot's the one that I looked into as well, and there's a few others that people say Gunbot, you know, is like a Gunbot copy. Paid through exchange says I prefer DMD diamonds. I assume he's talking about this. I don't know if this is, I don't know what this is. A new coin. If you like it, I mean, I've said this a few times in previous streams, but can you tell us why? Can you tell us why, like why you like this coin, why you don't like it? Because you see a lot of people, you know, coming into the videos and comments and saying that sucks, this is great. But I think it's more constructive if people say this is terrible because ABC, this is amazing because they do this, and that. Because obviously, you know, if I'm doing this, you know, live, there's bound to be things that I miss out. Dice is, I think Baby Pips is aimed at proper trading people, like the margin trading folk who go short and go long. Right, okay. Yeah, I'll need to check that out. Do they have a Twitter page? Because I could always follow them on Twitter. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. So I'll follow them on my Twitter account. Right, I'll follow them on Twitter, and that's, you know, then I'll see their articles pop up and I'll remember to see them. That's what I'll do right now. Followed. Ah, is that what happened with Zed Classic with Gunbots? If I Gunbot. So this is Gunbot. I think this is the one I looked at before. Is that the right one? Yeah, gunbot.com. And they charge, what did they charge? 0.056 Bitcoin. Where's the actual features page? There's a severe lack of them telling me how this works. Why don't they actually show me? There's not like a features page or an FAQ page, or maybe there is, I can't see the menu. Nah. Verified Gunbot shop. Is this the official Gunbot shop, or is it another one? Yeah, it was one of my first live streams, wasn't it? When Zed Classic was getting eaten up alive, and it was the top coin on Bittrex for a long time. Get on BitMEX at £100 margin with your £100. I think it's aims on charts a lot too, Kev, and that stuff, but it's recommended for folk who are. Gecko is another trading bot. Right. So that one's open source. It's one of those things, like, are you better using these kind of things? I don't think you should live and die with them, but I imagine they're maybe a helpful kind of addition to what you're doing as far as trading goes. The thing is, see with the trading bots, see if you understood what they did, like how they were buying, you know, why they were buying, and the rules they had in place. Could you not go the opposite way to kind of manipulate it? Is there not, you know, just by taking a different position and doing, you know, understanding how their rules work, could you not manipulate the bot? Is that not possible? Python that's making your own bots. Ah, right, okay. Like the program, I've never used Python actually. I've never programmed with it. I was never a Alright, okay, is this... I think I'm going off. The thing is, you know, I kind of started learning programming like 22 years ago or something like that, when I started uni, but I never really stuck at it, you know, and it was one of those things, I was okay at it, but I never really wanted to spend all my time looking at code on a screen. I did a number of different languages though. I started off with C++ and then I did Fortran and all these mathematical languages, MATLAB. But then I did Java. Then I learned JavaScript more, and then I learned obviously HTML and all that, CSS. Actually, like, you can't see them now. I used to have like about a whole shelf of like 50, 60 different website development books. I gave them all to a charity shop, and I gave them like 100 other books that I had, because they were just sitting on a shelf for years gathering dust. And it's one of those things, like, you don't go into a charity shop to give them something for the slap on the back. But when I went into the charity shop, I gave them like, it was like 6-7 boxes of books, which I'd spent thousands on, and they went, yeah, put it over there, and that was it. She didn't, not a thank you, not a anything. It was just like, yeah, over there. And you're like, all right, okay, that's how it works. Bit of a letdown. Hex really come down. Let me see Hex. Well, who was it? There's a lady, Samantha, that follows me. Have I had any more news hate from the Dazcoin cult? Yes, I have actually. Basically every single day I get an abusive comment from someone from Dazcoin saying, you don't understand it, you didn't do your research, this coin is going to moon, blah 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 blah. You're a poor researcher, and then they just start abusing me, and I just put it to spam because they're just spamming me. Now, like, what is it, Samantha Lewis? Someone who follows me called Samantha was tweeting me about Hex, and obviously I think she was the person who actually tweeted me about it in the first place. And I said a comment through the week. In fact, why speculate about this? Let's find the tweet. Let's not make up anything. Let's find the evidence of what I said. This is when you see when you look at your Twitter page, you realise how much crap you post. Right, copy a link to tweet. Right. So this is what I said. Hex coin dropping like a stone. Still a coin with potential, but people were very unrealistic with the price a few days ago. I think that's quite a fair statement to say. You know, considering, you know, I went into the Hex forums and see when it, you know, was going up to $6-7, and I was pointing out, I was like, listen, this the coin doesn't have a wallet that's working yet. It's not syncing properly. They've got no information about the team, no proper roadmap. Well, their white paper says that they're actually forking into 2 coins, which actually puts me off more than it encourages me, because I'm like, well, they're not even developing one coin, and they're talking about supporting. They actually said they'll support both coins. Now, this coin probably does have a lot of potential, but I was pointing out that in the live stream, I was like, listen, at the time, Komodo was $2.50. This was up at $7 or so. I was like, that isn't right. This is just people riding, you know, the fact that it's new, and it's, you know, and they want to get in there early. Now, not to say that the coin won't come to something, but I think people get carried away when they're in at the beginning. It's good to get in at the beginning, but you go into the forum, people are talking about, I'm not selling unless it's $300 and all that. But you can see Samantha Lewis wasn't very happy with me. She's saying you say dropping, I say consolidating. Where is it? She said something like, I don't know if it was another tweet. She said something like, well, I hope you put another comment later if the coin does go back up in price. I'm like, well, the coin is going to go back up in price. All I'm saying is it's overvalued right now. I think there's a lot of, I mean, you see this all the time, but a lot of people start buying coins just because they don't want to miss out. And then they buy the coins and then it goes back down. And then a lot of people panic sell. The thing is, you know, I wasn't criticising the coin. I was criticising the fact it was overpriced. Like, really, if you look at how long this coin's been there, the fact they've got wallet issues, the fact that it's brand new, this should be under $1. It really should. You can look at the coin market cap and the difficulty and all that kind of stuff, but there really is no justification for that being higher than a lot of other coins out there. But people don't see it that way. And you know, it's the market's an organic beast, shall we say. Max Coin. So Max Coin was a coin you were looking at, Aaron, wasn't it? And it mooned up. Wallets finally synced 2 days after we talked about it. Yeah, they were talking about, Scott, they were talking about you had to download the blockchains. You know, the thing is, I'm not criticising Hex for that. You know, they're a new coin. You're going to have wallet problems. You're going to have things like that they have to develop. I do think, though, all these coins are being launched with problems. They're being launched incomplete. Now, like, I've seen this for years. You know, I review lots of products and services on my blog. You know, I've been doing it for years. And people contact me, say, hey, we've got a new service, a new product. Please review a product or service on your blog. I say, okay, fine. And then I do the review and I say, there's spelling mistakes, there's grammatical mistakes, there's error messages here. And then they'll post something like, well, we're new, we'll fix these things. And I feel like saying, well, why the hell are you launching? Launch when you're ready. There's this like rush to get something out there as if they're going to miss out something. Get things right and then launch. But they don't do that. And it's not just cryptocurrency, anywhere. Hi, Don, good to see you. So, yeah, there's a big problem in cryptocurrency with that, where coins are launching with problems. And, you know, they should really hold back a week or a month until these issues are resolved, but they're not. But this is a problem, not just in cryptocurrency, but in software in general. I see it across the board on websites and all that as well. MNX came down, Aaron, but it's come down slowly, so I think it could go back up. OMG, that's a coin I don't really know much about. Kevin's asking what's everyone's thoughts on alts at the moment. So what's your thoughts on altcoins at the moment? Did you see the video I did during the week about implied odds, where I linked to that article? Hi Michael, good to see you. So what's your thoughts on alts at the moment, guys? You think it's the start of a new cycle? I think we might see, you know, a lot of new coins doing well in the next bull run, but you'll see a lot of coins dying. I think that's what happens every time, isn't it? Don't buy all coins is my view. What, mine them? Mine them instead. The thing is, I'll find that video I posted. Right, let's find that video. So, let me see. The fact that Paid Through came through and promoted this, said check it out, and then never explained why he liked it, makes me think he was just spamming. What do you think, guys? That was a spam, wasn't it? That was a spam attack. Right, so I did this video through the week, right? And in the video, I talked about this. Now, I thought this was very interesting, and it's kind of what half inspired the video in the first place. But it's Bitcoin versus alts analysis 2015 to 2018. And it shows you how Bitcoin performed against altcoins in a bear run, and then how much it compared in a bull run. And basically, in a bear run, Bitcoin goes down the least, and in a bull run, it decreases the least. Well, that's not really fair to say. What this graph does is show you that a lot of coins mooned during a bull run, you know, new coins. But there's obviously a lot of coins during this period that just died. So it's not 100% accurate. They probably should have put in a few different coins just to, you know, give some balance. But it does illustrate the potential for returns, you know, for new coins. You know, people that invested in Neo or Monero or Dash or whatever. I mean, last year the big news was probably Ethereum. Ethereum was the one that got everyone mining again, wasn't it? Hi, Rakesh. Why take a 6,000 gamble on Bitcoin when you can take a £100 gamble on an alt and get bigger returns? Well, I don't know, Di. I mean, it's one of those things. Hindsight is a beautiful thing, but 6,000 on Bitcoin when it was $6,000, you know, it could go. I think there's more guarantee of Bitcoin going from $6,000 to $18,000 than. It's one of those things, because a lot of altcoins will die and become nothing, and a lot of coins will do well and you'll get a better return, but there's no guarantee. But it's risk versus reward, I guess. Kevin says, I see majority of alts have had 76, 86% Fibonacci retrace, golden crosses everywhere, and 4 hour 50 EMA crossing. What's the EMA crossing? I don't know what that is. Alts are primed and ready to go. See, I need to learn. You know, a lot of that was kind of over my head, if I'm honest. I think they will rise, but after a Bitcoin. So Scott Perry saying, I think they will rise, but after Bitcoin takes a dip. Look at the amount of increased volume over the past few weeks in the rest of the field. Picking up some amounts more than guessing the bottom. Retalian says you've got to find the right altcoin though. Yeah. You definitely have to find the right altcoin though. And the thing is as well, it comes down to... It comes down to the coin itself, because you can pick, like, there could be a coin right now that's got a great team and they're doing lots of developments and they're doing lots of things, and say, I'm trying to think, like, say you've got coin A, it's been, you know, it's got a great team behind it, lots of developers, and they're developing the coin and all this, and it's, you're like, this coin, if this continues like this is going to be an amazing coin. But 1 year down the line, the developers fall out, they decide to fork the coin, and they do a different coin, they lose the developers, someone else made some money and they go elsewhere. All of a sudden, that team doesn't have the same momentum, it's not being developed in the same way it was, and all of a sudden, well, your coin isn't going in the same direction. You know, so there's never any guarantee with that, and we've seen that a lot of times as well, whereas a lot of people have got track records with many other coins. Like, someone was saying that with Komodo, the guy, that crazy guy I was talking about the other day, Komodo, he apparently, he's anonymous because he was actually involved in quite a few other coins before, and he owed people a lot of money. Apparently, I don't know if that's true or not, but apparently he had worked on other coins called NXT and a few others. And it's one of those things. Developers do jump around. I mean, look at Rec Creating from Bitcoin Private. He jumped around, but in fact, didn't jump around. He abandoned some projects, but it's one of those things, you don't know. You don't know. Exponential moving average. Ah, okay. Right, I need to learn more about this. I've actually, I put it off. I was looking at tablets to buy, and then I just kind of put it off and I didn't buy one. Right. The only chart of relevance is Bitcoin to US dollar. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I've been looking more just at Satoshi values. I try not to look at. Well, it's just easy to remember. You know, dollars rather than Satoshi value. But like if you take a coin like Raven, for example, right? I've got some Raven, and you know, it's set at 3.8 cents, which is the same as it was a week ago, but it isn't the same as it was a week ago. It's actually went down because it was like 550 Satoshis or something last week. So you can see here, you know, compared to a week ago, the coin is actually down. You know, it's dropped from like 600 Satoshis, way under 500. So dollar-wise, this coin is the same as it was at the time. But right now, price-wise, you know, does it actually tell you the dollar value at the time? You know, yeah, like dollar value, if you look at dollar value, it's pretty much the same as it was before. But, of course, Bitcoin value is down. Dash is going to be the next Bitcoin. The coin Seneca is talking about is, of course, Dash. I mean, this is a coin that's it's always kind of well thought of. I've not downloaded the Dash wallet. It looks pretty cool though, from a GUI point of view. But that means nothing. Pretty sure Bitcoin will be the next big Bitcoin. In terms of value, it's shooting up. I mean, the thing is, it's not a coin I've been really paying attention to, if I'm honest. $357. So it's actually... Well, this is the thing. If you look at over 7 days, you can see, look at this, it's doing great. And I guess it is, but, you know, obviously I have to look at the fact that, look, this is how much has dropped in Bitcoin value over the last month, not dollars, Bitcoin. You know, it's been dropping for months. So you're seeing it in terms of value, it's shooting up. Is it? Because of this little bit? So I don't know. You're saying it's shooting up, but this doesn't, you know, this little peak here, if you look at the last 3 months, this is Bitcoin. Yeah, I wouldn't say that's shooting up at all. But, I mean, it's all relative. I mean, I said that through the week in my video. I said Bitcoin was mooning, and what I meant was it doubled in 1 day. But if you look at the last few months of Bitcoin private, the same criticism could be given. Hi Jim, good to see you. Any talk on Verge? Too late to buy in before the news, or is it fake? What news are you talking about, Zero Two Cash? What news? Well, that's, yeah, Scott's talking about with fiat pairings available on exchanges. That was an interesting thing about the Nanex exchange. You know, it was all about Nano. Verge news coming on the 17th, they say. Is this news before the news? Hi Jim. Yeah, you've yeah, you were saying oh, sorry, I was getting mixed up there. See, when I saw the V there, I thought he was talking about Monero V. But that's not, is that XMV for Monero? XVG is Verge. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry, I was getting mixed up. I thought, see, because someone asked me about Monero V earlier, or it was yesterday. Someone asked me about Monero V, and I saw that, I think it's XMV for that. I got mixed up there. I could, see, to be honest though, I don't like Verge because of how bloody expensive it is to send it. Like, I had like 0.29 Verge, and then I sent it to an exchange, and then you go down to 0.28, then I send it back to the wallet, and it was like 0.27, then I send it back to another exchange, it's 0.26. I think I'm at 0.25 now. Just, you lose so much just by sending it. It's ridiculous, especially compared to other coins that I've used. I think you're right there, Kevin. Sell before the news. Because the news always disappoints. It always disappoints. And the subject of Verge, I just saw someone sharing this. What was this? This was actually on Raven Discord. Let's see what this is. I don't know. Someone just shared this. Massive red flag, Verge developer. The money moved is to pay for Ledger integration. Ledger CTO. I'm not aware of anybody on our team working on XVG. Right, so the Verge developers are saying the money being moved is to pay for Ledger integration, and the Ledger CTO has basically said that's lies. This was submitted 14 hours ago. Be careful, guys. 18.6 million Verge already left the fund to Binance, and the Verge team say it's to pay Ledger. That's a massive red flag. Now, I also think that out of the 76 million Verge raised, 90% of that was donated by Verge's partner, TokenPay. So it seems like they might be moving the funds donated by normal users to the exchange. I'm not saying this is an exit scam, but it looks bad. What's your thoughts on that, guys? Michael's saying, from what he's learned so far, I'd recommend people stay out of altcoins until Bitcoin goes sideways for a significant length of time. If one is buying during the brief pop upwards, you're likely to get stung. Like, I take a different strategy from that though, Michael, and I think it's just because I'm a miner and not a trader. You know, I think once I've got more money, if I was investing funds, I'd be more likely to follow that advice. But when you're a miner, you're looking for the most profitable coins, but you're also looking for coins that could be more profitable in 6 months, like getting in there early. Seneca, the reason to buy Dash is because they're developing at such a speed the value will go up. No other cryptocurrency can touch it. Oh, that's a bit of a stretch saying that. There's a lot of good projects out there. I think you need to recognise there's a lot of good coins out there. I think when you start the fanboy stuff, that's when you don't sell at the right time. Hi Eric, what's up? Jim says Ledger integration is free if you develop yourself. Jim does both. But you know, I'm not saying Michael's wrong. I'm just saying from my position, you know, obviously, you know, look at my daily profits. Just, you know, I've got over 10 grand, £1,000 worth of equipment, and I'm making like $30 a day. It's terrible. So I could cash in those $30 for Bitcoin, and you know, 6 months down the line, I'll maybe have double if it, you know, if it shoots up again. Or I could mine speculative coins, and if those speculative coins hit an exchange or they start doing better, then you know, if I've got 10,000 of those coins and it goes up to like $1, you know, I'm going to make more money than I would have made from converting to Bitcoin. So my strategy is different to that. Good luck, Aaron. Good to hear. Thanks, Jim. Well, what exchange do you guys use to trade? Is Binance, do you think, the best one to do that as far as learning how to trade? You know, I could, you know, put some coins in there and, you know, set up buy walls and, you know, look at strategy and look at what the best way is to trade. What do you think? I'll put my hands up, you know, just because I focus more on the mining side of things, but it's easy to hodl. It's easy to accumulate coins. Polyniacs, I think that's how you pronounce it, is the best to learn. I'll check that out. Scott's asking if we know about Ethos. Setting up Ledger yesterday was frustrating. I'm a pretty smart guy. A universal wallet has got to be possible. I'm looking at I'm going to look at getting a Ledger and a Trezor and maybe some other ones. I'm actually waiting on, I was holding back because I've got some Amazon commissions coming my way, and I was going to buy them all through Amazon, you know, a couple of security things and all that as well. But I'll try when I get Ledger. I should be able to understand it more. I can maybe do a tutorial about it or something. So Aaron was saying to use this exchange. Margin trading. Margin trading, lending. So is this one of the highest volume, isn't it? Volume, who's the most volume? Ripple. And then Ethereum. Binance is pretty easy. Yeah, I've got the Binance app. It's really user friendly. The best way to know about which altcoin to invest in is this. On their own team pictures, do they actually have pictures of themselves? Well, I don't know if that's the best way. Like, the thing is, Seneca, there's been a lot of ICO scams, and all they've done is just uploaded generic stock pictures or stolen images from other people. It's not, it's very, you know, you could literally just take any picture from Facebook and upload it as your own. I think I'd be more inclined, yes, a picture's good. I want transparency, but I'd be wanting links to their Twitter account, the LinkedIn account, videos, presentations, that kind of thing. I think an image is very easy. Like, you could put my image up on your coin and say I'm the CEO. Just give me my 100,000 tweet money. But you know what I mean? You could just put like an image up. It's very easy to do that. And, you know, people have did that. Eric isn't touching the Verge after all the craziness. Aaron says Polynex a very good volume. Good amount of volume and a great platform. Kevin, right, so in order of preference, Bittrex, Binance, BitMEX, Bitfinex, Cryptopia. Oh, I don't like Cryptopia. Yeah, Binance is easy because of the mobile app, I think. Binance does have a lot of good alts. That's why I'm still puzzled why they didn't accept Bitcoin private, because they've got so many crap coins. Do not get Ledger from Amazon, only from manufacturer. Google the heist that happened recently that was purchased on Amazon. Oh, what? Right, so there was a problem. I've not been following all your actions on Twitter, Jim. As I said, I've not been doing any trading. I've been doing mining, so I've just been accumulating coins and focusing on the mining side of things. Right there. Ledger, Amazon, heist. Right, so I'm curious to what Scott was talking about there. Bank Robber Limited Edition was... I don't think I'm finding it. The other thing, who was it was talking about Ethos? It was Scott as well. Scott was talking about Ethos. That's it here. Pretty lady in the front. Lots of colours. Is this a centralised coin? Whenever you see a really good website, and always think, yeah, they've got 100% pre-mined 5 billion coins, like Ripple, etc. I always approach these things from a mining point of view, though. I like the website, though. Really, really good website. Yeah, I'd put Cryptopia next to Trade Satoshi and all those kind of smaller exchanges. Michael was asking, what's everyone's perspective on Consensus 2018 coming up soon? I can't find that Ledger article. So Scott says some dude programmed the private keys, repackaged it, and waited, stole some stuff later. Yeah, that's a fair point. But can't you reset? Can't you reset all that kind of stuff when you buy it? Couldn't it be? So am I better just avoiding buying it from there then, just buying via Bitcoin? Oh, it was eBay. Ah, yeah, I wouldn't buy it second hand. But I mean, brand new from Amazon, out the packet, never been opened and all that. Do you not think it'd be safe like that, and then you can reset it? Yeah, I would reset it when I start, just out of principle. Kev, my hot tip is GDAX. Great British Pounds lags behind US dollar Bitcoin by a few seconds longer, often long enough to market buy-in or before a pump or dump watch during price action. Alright, okay. Wrote the 12 words down and re-shrink wrapped it. Yeah, so but I imagine there must be a way to reset that so that isn't an issue. Hi, Junior. So what is Ethos? Ethos is a coin. Is it a coin or is it a... Is that a framework? What is it? Mobile app. Oh, right. Okay, that's cool. I thought that was a crypto. I hadn't looked at the website. I just saw the website and I was like, right, so it's a mobile app. That'd be cool. That'd be good for Raven. Ah, that's good. Retalian says Trezor comes with a security seal and the initial setup generates a key as part of the setup, so that can happen. I mean, theoretically, if someone knew that this was coming, you know, being posted to your house, they could do the exact same thing. Intercept it, you know, write down the keys and all that. It's very slim, obviously. They want 50,000 what? Raven? Right. I mean, is that fair? I mean, I don't know. I don't know if they've got a standard rate or... We'll just see. So there's a Ledger, $95, Amazon.com. Like, see these kind of things. I'm going to buy one of these security keys as well for Google. I'll do some reviews on those kind of things as well. I want to test different things like that and try and review more hardware. I'm just waiting for... I probably should have just gone and bought it. It's just because I knew I had money coming in. It works out a little bit cheaper buying from America than it is from the UK anyway, so I thought I'll just wait for my commissions to be paid. In Trezor you can actually get two of them in a bundle. That's pretty cheap, isn't it? You get two there. So that's the new one, isn't it? What's your thoughts on that one? If any of you guys have got hardware, is the new one a lot better? What do you think of that one? I'd probably prefer to get the normal one first, and then I'll see how it got on, and then I could review the other one. That one says only $60 there, is that right? Ah, yeah, it's not. Well, it's like, what? Oh, that price seems wrong there. Yeah, it's not $60. Buy direct from Ledger site. Right, I'll maybe do that then. Bruce Fenton wants Raven on Trezor or Ledger. Dai's talking about which one was it? GDAX. Learn by watching them both at the same time. Notice the lag is not 100%, but you can get in and out of a tricky situation. We have to pay fees. Trezor is 149. Right, I'll maybe do that. It's just because I had commissions though. That's why I was looking at doing that. Saves me moving money around. Because I can cash in my commissions and then buy, but it was to keep things simple in my end. The new one, I mean, it's still pretty small. Is that the right price? I don't know what the price is from them. So €89 for the original. Where's the new one? The new one doesn't seem to be there, is it? I don't have the new one listed. Get your treasure. It's not there. It's not there. Doesn't seem to be there. They sell for $149. Yeah, the original does, but the other one is that one. That's like the Model T. I don't know. I'll look into it. I'll look into it. Eric uses Binance and KuCoin every day, and they have all the coins I invest in. Hence resellers are charging loads everywhere. Yeah, I'm happy to wait for one of those things, to be honest. You know what? Because I'll put some coins on Ledger and I'll put some coins on Trezor just to try it out. Just about trying it out and seeing how it all works. Doubling the money always happens. This is the cryptocurrency world, guys. This is what happens. This is what happens. We've seen it with GPUs. What's been happening? Any of you guys been mining Ravencoin? I've not been checking on that. I never mined any Ravencoin, but I assume it's still ongoing. All the ways to make a quick buck in crypto. Yeah, that's the old saying, isn't it? What we're saying, it's the guy that made the money through the San Francisco gold rush was the guy selling shovels. Look at Nvidia, AMD. How much have they made? iMineBlocks review. Hi John, are you talking about the Trezor? Junior's asking about Abra. iMineBlocks review Ledger. Oh, Trezor, sorry. Trezor you were saying, wasn't it? iMineBlocks. Right, hold on. Don't know if he's got a review section. Right. So here's iMineBlocks. There's a Model T. It's his videos, so I can't kind of show you guys it. I'll check those out. I'll need to buy one of these at one point. Definitely. Ozzy says Pigeon Coin, a fork of Raven, looks good. I never started mining it simply because there wasn't enough information for me to get inspired. Shall we say? They didn't have a website or anything at the start. No roadmap, no website, nothing. They just had the algorithm. I don't know if it's different now though. I mean, I don't know what the team are doing. But a lot of people kind of rushed from Raven over to there, and I just kept mining Raven. Dai has made nothing into crypto 2 months later. I'm at a loss. What's your strategy been, Dai? Have you been trading? Have you been mining? CryptoVille, Dai, Trezor is a waste. Cannot stop limits drops if not on exchange. Well, that's assuming you'd want all your money on an exchange. There's a lot of coins you would just want to sit in your wallet. The coin that Junior was asking about was Abra. Oh, sorry, it's not a coin. It's a mobile phone app. 20 coins, one app. So where's the coins? So Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Dash, Ethereum, Ethereum Classic, Zcash. I've not heard of that. Golem, Dogecoin. I've actually made money on Dogecoin, by the way, guys. I bought 50 cents worth on the day that he died. The inspiration from died, and I've now got like 70 cents. So he's actually made me money. Digibyte, Stratus. There's a good mix of coins. I've been using Economy. The Economy app, or Economy. Zero to cash. Abra is great. I buy Bitcoin from Abra, deposit cash and buy Bitcoin later. Better than Coinbase. Was just like Circle in the past, but I wonder how long it's going to last. Oh, sorry, I was looking at it as if it was just a... I didn't realise you could actually buy through this. Oh, yeah, you can. Sorry. Fund your wallet with fiat or Bitcoin. Oh, that's pretty cool. Sorry, I thought it was like Economy where you just kind of used it like a wallet. That's pretty cool. The powers that be are going to catch on to Abra. Scott says, I like the Neon wallet. I send all the coins, tokens to it and sorts it out. Neo, Gas, DBC, all in their own little accounts. All wallets should be this idiot proof. That's the thing though. There's this thing in cryptocurrency when someone can't understand something, they go, oh, what's wrong with you? Can't you understand it? But the point is, if you ever want mass adoption of cryptocurrency, and that's where we should all be going towards, we really need apps and all that to get better, to become more user friendly. Retailing saying it's hard and to make money in crypto in the last 4 months since futures took the price to nearly 20k. Everyone's at a loss at the past few months. You're fine. Just don't chase the spikes and be patient. Dai said he bought the lows, sell the highs, but the highs don't come in. I've lost on Ripple, IOTA, BTC, and a few others. The thing is, in a bear market, you know, that as far as buying the highs and buying the lows, and selling the highs, it doesn't really work because the highs are still low. Kevin is preferring Coin Checkup these days, rather than CoinMarketCap. So this is Coin Checkup. Any reason why? Any reason why you prefer that? CryptoVille says Bitcoin Cash will soon be hacked and driven into bankruptcy. Defective code. Junior, it's all waiting on Amazon and PayPal to see what the pattern where they failed. Yeah, that's the thing. See, all it takes is one of these big guys to start accepting cryptocurrency, and it's a game changer. It'll be like an avalanche of coins and businesses trying to catch up. So they've got an algorithmic score. Can you sort by that? No. Can you change how it's sorted? It doesn't seem to allow me. Yeah, that's what everyone seems to be saying, Dai, that it's not a good time to trade. It's not a good time to trade at all. I mean, as I said, I've just been accumulating coins, and I've said this in a few of my videos that when you're in a bull run, everyone thinks they're an expert because they bought coins and they went up in price, and they think, yeah, I know what I'm doing, but you know, it's different in a bear market. Very different situation. John Harris's fear is that the MT Gox guy will sell his coins and collapse the price of Bitcoin again. Was it him, or was it not like who was it? Was it not like an organisation that took the coins? Thanks for looking at it. For crypto stats is brilliant. Right, okay. Hi, Nil B. Even with the current state of crypto, I've been having good luck with Raven. I'm planning on to hodl them. Yeah, I mean, I think Raven's still on a very new coin. It's dropped a little bit over the last week, actually. But still a good time to keep the coin. You know, I think that's the best strategy just now. Mt. Gox is waiting on a new ruling from court to sell more. So do you think that when they do that, it's going to crash? I thought they had to do it. Is it that they have to do it privately? Well, they should be able to do it privately, but they've been doing it on exchanges. Have I got that back to front? I can't remember. EOS drop tomorrow. They have 149,000 Bitcoin to sell. That's insane. That's insane. Such an insane amount of money. Dark Energy chart. Devilish, impish bears keep taunting Bitcoin bulls again and again. This chart is well worth a look on TradingView. Right, I'll see if I can see this on TradingView. So say devilish. Which one is it, Die? Which one? I don't know which one it is. Dark Energy chart. I'll see if I can find that. I assume I can search for a username. So, published. No, I'm not finding anything from him. Scott was almost even on my January-February ventures 2 days ago, about 250% on ventures in the past 2 weeks, mostly HXX. So I'm an idiot one day, genius the next. I think that's the thing, you know what I mean? But yeah, I think once you accept that you're going to make mistakes and you're going to, you know, there's going to be times when you think, should I sell? And then you don't, and then the price drops. But, you know, you don't have the information at the time. I'm always curious as to how, you know, people that have been trading on Wall Street for years, how they can use that experience to make money, and how they can, they're effectively a step ahead of everyone else. Right, so what Dai's saying is that what the article said is you just be patient if you're not an experienced trader. Cryptoville, boy did Rec creating screw us with Z Classic Bitcoin private scam. I don't think he screwed us. I think he's perhaps screwed some people in the past with dropping Z Classic and then, you know, abandoning that other project he did. But Bitcoin private has actually been doing well as far as features. Price wise it's not, but then, you know, a lot of coins have dropped in value, so have you looked at Stellite? No, I've never seen that. Too many coins, man, too many coins. Stellite, so this so what's that? That's not even 0.1 of a cent. So is this a very new coin? CryptoNote. Well, CryptoNote is going to be, you know, I'm surprised the ASIC machines haven't got in there yet. I'm sure they are. You know, if that's CryptoNote, the ASIC miners will be able to do it now. So this is a brand new coin, right? Have you got some already? Is it on an exchange? Have you mined some or something, or it's on some small exchanges already? Eric thinks the market is going up. Tax season here in the US and Chinese New Year's are over. A lot of positive news. See if I can. Kevin says, in the words of Warren Buffett, who hates crypto, be greedy when others are being fearful, and be fearful when others are being greedy. The crypto market is merely an exchange of wealth from the impatient to the patient. This is the article Dai was talking about here, and I'll share it with you guys in the comment area. The thing is, see with these trading view things though, I'm always suspicious with the way that people always stress the fact that, as I told you this, I told you guys this would happen, I told you guys this would happen, but they never tell you when they mess up. They never tell you, they never look back and say, you know, when they got it 100% wrong. Not saying this isn't a good article, I'm just saying in general, where a lot of people that give advice on trading, they only seem to remind you of the times they got the calls right and not the times when they got the calls completely wrong. Retelling says, Bitcoin Private is mostly a victim of timing, unfortunately. It came late to the forking party and right in the middle of the biggest Bitcoin correction in years. Very, very true. You know, like, if you look at the price of Komodo, that dropped from like $12-15 or something down to like $2. So it's lost like a sixth of its value. Zcash dropped from like 400-500 down to like 150 or so at one point. So every coin was really, really down. Market move because of Muslim ruling on crypto. Yeah, so who was it that someone said that it's not against Sharia law? I can see your text, but video has frozen. Has it? Hacked? I shouldn't be hacked, no. No, it's okay for me. It says my health is okay. It says everything is okay. To be honest, if you can make money, the easiest thing to do is to cost average in Bitcoin and hold it for a good few years. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if it's maybe a YouTube issue in Australia. No, sorry, no need to apologise at all. Thanks for letting me know, actually, because sometimes there will be something wrong. The thing is, people talk about as far as Bitcoin crashing. I think too many people believe in cryptocurrency now for it to ever, you know, go away. And that's all a currency is, what people believe in, you know, whether people place value on something. So, you know, there'll be a lot of other coins that might go away, but I don't think Bitcoin will be, well, there might be one in the future, but not anytime soon. Pigeon got listed on CryptoBridge just past Wednesday, did it? Oh, I didn't know that. What's it selling at? Is it selling at a good price, or? $50 Satoshis? 50? Just 50? 40 Satoshis it is now. I'll bring it up, see what we get here. So what's it under? Is it PGN or something, isn't it? What's the code for it? Is it PGN? I'll see it just now. Must be something like that. Put this in order. What's the code? ABR PGN. Right. Yeah, there it's there. 41 Satoshis. Do you know why? Because look at that. Everyone's trying to sell. This is what happens though, guys. You know, everyone mind to try and offload it as quickly as possible. You know, someone's there selling 464,000. There's a couple, you know, there's like more than 1 million there. Everyone's trying to sell. Yeah, so there's millions, yeah, massive sales. And this just shows you people wouldn't be selling so much if they believed in the project. I'm not saying that this coin doesn't have potential, but, you know, when people were saying they'll move over to Pigeon, I'm like, they don't have a website. They didn't have anything. They didn't have anything to tell you what the plan was for the future. I realised that Raven didn't have much at the time either. They had, but at least they had a website. They had a kind of roadmap. Or no, they had an explanation of their algorithm and all that. They had a developer with a big beard. Isn't that enough? So what will you get, Frank? Frank and anyone else who was mining Raven, what were you getting from a mining point of view? You know, in comparison to Raven, I suppose that's maybe the better. Or in comparison to Equihash, you know, if you were getting 10,000 sols in Equihash, what were you getting hash rate and coins wise for Pigeon? The thing is, Pigeon Coin came out and said something along the lines of, we're nothing to do with Raven Coin. And you felt like saying, well, why did you also name yourself after a bird? Like, call yourself something else. Tiger Coin or something random. So when you first started out with CPU mining, 100,000 the first day. I was getting about 500 per day after the first day. Right. So after the very first day with a 1080 Ti, is that only with one 1080 Ti? Are you saying that one 1080 Ti? That's it? One 1080 Ti? Yes, sir. Right. So a 1080 Ti. So you were really lucky at first. So you're saying 40 Satoshis. What's that? How many zeros is that? How many zeros there are we talking? Wait there. 1, 2. I can't even see that. It's really hard to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that 6 zeros? Is that 6 zeros? Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 zeros. It's hard to see that actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks 6 here. Am I imagining that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that no 6? I think it's 6, isn't it? Am I going crazy? Oh, 0.123. So say it's 40 Satoshis. You got 100,000. So you got 0.04 Bitcoin. That's amazing for CPU mining the first day. That's really good. The guy who developed the miner mined millions in tests. Doesn't surprise me. But right now you're getting 500 per day. Yeah, that's pretty awful. Yeah, so if you had what would you have? Like say you had 1080 Ti's, you'd get 0.002. He said it was a mistake. This is the problem though, you know, we've got a lot of developers that are scummy bastards, to put it nicely. You know what I mean? You know, and I've seen this a lot of coins, even coins that I like, they've got a really high pre-mine and they don't explain what they're going to do with the money. There needs to be more transparency with these kind of things. Less than $2 per day. To be honest, that's all you'd get right now for a 1080 Ti anyway. That's all you get for a 1080 Ti just now. He made a miner and he broke the blockchain. Right. I only know dollars. Satoshis don't work for me. Miners can't make money, can't they, if they're not waiting rather than buy Bitcoin with my money? $2 a day. It's less than that. It's less than, like, if you go into NiceHash, you'll get less than $1 a day just now with a 1080 Ti. Less than $1 a day. Difficulty will drop by half next correction on Pigeon. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I was there, like, I think it was the very first day or the second day, someone came onto the live stream here, and they talked about Ravencoin. And then I think I checked Bitcoin Talk, and I was like, where's the website, where's this, you know, and I didn't criticise it, but I was just like, I'm going to just keep mining Raven. I'd rather keep mining Raven. You know, at the time, I think I was getting, I don't know if it was 1,000 Raven, 1,000 Raven a day, or something like that, or maybe more than that. Paid through live stream equipment. Oh, paid through you. I didn't know. Like, you had asked earlier about that Diamond website, and I didn't know. Then you kind of disappeared. I didn't know if you were still watching. I wasn't sure if you were spamming actually, because you asked it, and then I said, "Can you tell me more about the coin?" And you left. What's your live streaming question? Paid through. What did you want to know? I'm happy to tell you what equipment I've got and all that. There's no problems there. Ah, okay, yeah, right. I actually thought you were a spammer. I genuinely, I didn't ban you, but I genuinely thought you were a spammer because you asked about that website, and then I said, "Can you tell me more about the coin?" And you just disappeared. Right, John Harris, 4 1070s, 2 1080s, €6.50 a day on NiceHash. It's depressing when you see that. But this is why, I mean, I wouldn't advise anyone mining in NiceHash or anything like that just now anyway, because well, I mean, you can do that, get your Bitcoin, and then just buy the coins that you want. But there's a lot of new coins out there. There's a lot of new coins out there that you can mine, and you can get in there early, like you guys did with Raven in the first day. To get started with, what's your budget? What is your budget, I would say? Do you know anything about streaming? Like, anything at all? Do you know anything about, like, recording videos? Equip, elect, main US going in reverse to keep the stream alive. No, the millions required to make dimes. Not really, no. I use OBS. OBS, hold on a second. So, if you want to look, like, this is how I'm recording just now, which is kind of a window like that. But it's called OBS. You can see the little icon up there. And if you download OBS Studio, it's free to use. You can record. You can also stream with it. $1,000. I've got the Logitech Brio webcam. That's what I'm recording with right now. If you want a webcam. Webcam isn't for everyone, because you can actually use a camera and hook it up and use your camera as a webcam. You can use that if you have a cam link. So I have the option of doing it through this as well. But to be honest, with my lights, when I've got this hooked up, the webcam pretty much does the same kind of job. So I'm kind of lazy. If I ever wanted a second camera, I can switch between 2 and 3 cameras. I can do that, but you know, for the live streams that I'm doing, it's kind of overkill. But I do have, like, at any time I can do an overhead camera, so I can do an overhead shot as well, and I can do that into my stream. So, for example, I could, you know, do that, and I could, let me see, what could I do here? See if I can show you this. So, like, and then I can bigger, larger, you know, that kind of thing. So you can do like multiple cameras and things like that. And if you want, I can just, I mean, I can switch over to it as well, and then, you know, go back to the camera. And there's a little delay there. But the thing is, that whilst that's all good and well, you know, that camera is obviously going to give me a lot better quality recording wise, but the webcam is just so much easier and simpler and all that, and you need to reduce your strength, your video strength anyway, your bitrate. So Michael Cole, to catch up back to crypto, Michael Cole, the thing is, yes, there are many interested in crypto, that provides potential strength, but there's also an emotional speculative space. I agree. If Bitcoin doesn't break through the downward trend soon, many say panic will set in and Bitcoin will nosedive. Well, so people say, hey, it doesn't matter, I'll buy cheap, but they haven't considered how vulnerable Bitcoin will be then. The thing is, the reason I'm still bullish about cryptocurrency is that even though when prices go up and down, you're still seeing like Visa hiring blockchain engineers. You're still seeing all this news that Google are researching their own thing, that Facebook are, and all these big companies are doing this because no one wants to fall behind. And to me, that suggests that long term, this is here to stay. So I'm kind of bullish. I've said this before, I'm a permabull. Webcam is better because you will probably be in a small window on screen and they're way cheaper. It's not one's better than the other. If you're talking quality wise, a camera is better. Without doubt, I can get better quality video out of this. But I used to always record all my YouTube videos with this. The problem is when you record, you need to take out the memory card, you need to put it in your computer, and then you need to upload it. And I've became lazy. Ideally, what I'd want to do long term when I get a little bit more money is replace the webcam with like a larger, like $1,000 like video cam, like a proper video camera, and just use that all the time to record. But again, it comes down to budget. Really, I know we're talking about video here. I would focus more on audio. Make sure you get your audio right. People can forgive bad video, but they won't forgive bad audio. No, Kev, not video stream. I'm talking about supporting Bitcoin financial stream, all tokens. Right. Spam attack. Can't really see. The biggest thing Bitcoin is going for it are difficult to recreate, particularly that it's no owner. This is a major sticking point for all the other coins. Very good point, because all the other coins, are, well, they're all pre-mined. They all came in ICO. There's always someone with a lot of the coins. As far as the mic that I've got, where are you based? Paid through Exchange Limited. Where are you based? Have you heard of the Belark Advisor? It scans your system and gives you full specs info. No, never heard of that. Was it software? Toronto, right. So the microphone I'm using right now is this one. $525 apparently. I don't know if you can get it cheaper. You might. I don't know if you can maybe order it cheaper from the USA. If you're going to use that, you would need something like this, a cloud lifter that boosts the signal, because the signal from this is actually pretty low. And you need an audio interface. So pretty much there's your $1,000 gone. The thing is, you don't actually need this microphone. I would say this is overkill if you're just starting. Hold on just now. So I'll just I know we're going off topic a little bit, but you know, I'd like to help out fellow YouTubers. In America, this is called the Audio Technica ATR 2100 USB. For getting started, this is a fantastic mic to get, because this is an XLR mic, which means it's got the 3 little pins, but it's also USB, and you can also plug in your headphones, and you can pick this up for like $50. The sound on it is pretty good. It really is pretty good. This is the Shure SM58, which is the most popular microphone in the world. It's bashed to hell. It's actually like 20 years old. But my little brother gave me it. He's a musician. And it still works great. In fact, you know, say this is like 60% quality. This will take you up to like 80, and then this will take you up to like 90. It's kind of the law of diminishing returns when it comes to microphones. You know, this is like $40, $50. This is like $100. This is like $400. But every time you spend more money, you're getting only a small boost in performance, if you know what I mean. I would say start off. It's one of those things. I think you could start off cheap, but then you might replace it in the future. But it depends. I don't know what you're trying to do, like long term and all that. Right. Russell Scott, USB mics are crap. I have the Yeti. I've got the Yeti as well, Russell. I've got it downstairs. In fact, where is it? Hold on. Give me 2 minutes, guys. Let's go off topic, eh? Right, if we're off topic, might as well stay off topic. Right, so the one that you've got just now, this is the one you said you've got, the Yeti. Now, people say, I actually did a video about this, complaining about people saying this, right? This is a decent mic, it's like $100 or so, right? Decent mic. Condenser mic, and you can change the polar pattern, right? So it only records from the front or the side and all that. The problem is a condenser mic picks up audio from the whole room, and that's not what you want when you're at a computer, because with this I can spin it away, I can keep talking, and you won't be able to hear me, and yet when I come back you can hear me. This is like a radio mic. That's what you want. You want a dynamic mic. People rave about this on YouTube, say it's the best mic in the world. It isn't. And you'll see a lot of these guys on YouTube saying the Blue Yeti is the best mic in the world. It's the best mic in the world. You say, what other mics have you used? And they'll say, none, just the Blue Yeti. So bear that in mind. Bear that in mind. A lot of people are recommending mics like this, saying it's the best mic without trying other mics. It's a good mic in certain situations, but for streaming, it's not always the best option. Rant over. That's the Shure SM VP83. That's for on top of a camera or your phone. I've got this Video Micro. There's another little one. You can use that with your phone as well. You know, you can buy a lot of different things. It depends what you want to do. You know, it depends what type of it. Like, because if you're doing lots of different types of videos, you need lots of different types of equipment. You know, for example, here is a lavalier mic, so you know, plug you there as if you're a news recorder, and then you can plug it into a digital recorder. You know, that'll cost you a few $100s. Depends what you're trying to do, though. It does depend on the video. You know, if I'm driving in my car, I'll use my GoPro. When I'm not driving in my car, it gathers dust. But then this is where you lead into more money, because this is, you know, it was like $500, $600, and then even to buy the mic adapters like £50 in the UK. It's bloody rip-off. Right, I'm going off topic here. Apologise, but you know, obviously I'm trying to help out fellow YouTubers. Right, let's catch up with the comments to get back on track. Michael, I agree with you. I'm a permabull too, but many use Bitcoin as a crypto bank, and if a real crash happens now, many so-called shitcoins may burn. Yeah, I agree. I think a lot of coins should burn though, because a lot of them are valued simply because well, they're all valued because of speculation. You need one to fix that rich Aussie accent. Gonna do a lime. Right, you just spamming now, Cryptoville. I don't know. Are you talking about me? I assume you're talking about me. Your part is rubbish. It's not even funny. Right. Hold on, I'm catching up here. Great for starting, mind you, but they have limitations. Americans and Chinese are not supposed to get off topic. Airplane. Right, I'm just catching up here. Kev, we talking airdrop. Come on, bro. What? I don't know what you talking about. The EOS airdrop. It's not something I followed. Can you tell me more about it? That's the thing, guys. I don't know everything about everything. So if it's something I don't know about, tell us why in the comment area. Tell us what's happening. Give everyone an overview. Chris Divas, hey Kev, I like the Yeti. I removed the background sounds to get it clear. I had studio mics, then my studio got robbed. It sucked. Yeah, that would suck. It is what it is. Like I've not sold the Yeti, and I have no plans to sell it, because if I'm downstairs with my laptop, I can plug the Yeti into this, and I can sit without headphones on and just talk. You know, or if I could do an interview with someone and just talk, and it would pick both of us up. Whereas something like this, I would need a second mic. So there's pros and cons. No, it's not the best mic. It's the best mic for a situation. You know, you need to get that into your head. It depends on what kind of videos you're trying to do, what kind of setup you want. You know, before I was doing lots of different styles of videos, but now most of my videos are using this webcam. So I've got a lot of equipment that I'm not using as much. No problem, paid through. Just, you know, give me a buzz if you're unsure about anything. It really depends what you're thinking long term, what you want to do. Michael Cole, there are much better coins than Bitcoin. If you're going to buy the dip, because Bitcoin has no owner, it's hard to recreate. Think again. Russell says buy Ripple. EOS airdrops tomorrow. Right, okay. It's not something I've followed. I've not followed it. Michael, Bitcoin is only there because it's the current store of value. If it has no value, then it has no worth. People will potentially jump ship and dinosaur Bitcoin will go under. But aren't they trying to change Bitcoin a lot as well and kind of patch it up with the Lightning Network and, you know, SegWit and all these different things? So I passed on Daz Coin and bought 5,000 Ripple on Monday at 0.49 US dollars. And possibly Amazon are on board. Yeah, Ripple seems to have a lot of good partners in the pipeline. Michael can obviously speak for himself, but when he's saying there's better coins than Bitcoin, I assume he's talking about the technology, as far as there's coins that are quicker, coins that are cheaper and all that. Kinda scared since Z Classic Bitcoin Private screwed me out of $10,000. I think you got greedy. It's one of those things. I think the problem is that the kind of Z Classic madness happened during a bull run, and then the fork happened in a bear run. And this is where I think a lot of the problems came from. I bought Ripple, Frank. I didn't have much, like $50, $60 of it. I bought it like 80 cents, 90 cents, and I sold it at like 50 cents. It dropped like a stone, obviously, because of a bear market. I've still got my Bitcoin private. I don't have a lot of coins for it, but I still have it. No, sorry, I didn't mean greedy. Yeah, that was the wrong way to say it. Yeah, you're right. You're supposed to invest. You're right. 100% right. You're 100% right. What I mean is that I said this before about Bitcoin private, is that a lot of people were expecting to flip the coin and make like 10 times their money in like 2 weeks, and you're like, this is a like people were saying after 2 weeks, why is it not on all these exchanges? Granted, this is still an issue, but people were saying after 2 weeks, I'm going to lose money if I don't, I'm going to lose money. I can't afford to lose this money. And you're like, the coin is 2 weeks old. Like, come back in a year and then, look where the coin is. But it was 2 weeks old and people were complaining. I think if you're looking at investing in a new coin, like Ravencoin, like Bitcoin Private, like Safecoin, that, the coin I've been mining, have the patience to keep those coins for months and years and not days and weeks. You really do need to have the patience for that. I realize though, I bought in Z Classic as well at $137. You know, I wasted over $1,000 buying 10 coins or so, or less than that. It was ridiculous how much I spent on it. Yeah, it was like nearly $1,400 I wasted on it, which is now practically worthless. But it's one of those things. Michael, yes, Lightning Network is upcoming, and it'll be interesting to see how that works out. They've added SegWit to Bitcoin Private. I saw that this week. That's quite cool. The thing, I don't think Bitcoin's going anywhere soon. It's still the main trading pair. It's still, you know, what everyone believes in. It's still what people place value on. Did I grab a bag of Hex? No, I didn't, because I got CPU Optminer running perfectly, and it kept giving me Stratum errors, and I've not had that with other CPU coins. So I don't know if it was a pool, but the fact is everyone's mining from the one pool. There's no other pools to mine to for Hex. It's not like there's 3-4 different pools. There was one pool, and the settings wouldn't work for me. I asked about it, and no one could help me. You know, I asked in the Discord group, and no one gave me help about it. So, like, what can I do? You know, if I'm actually with my CPU, I've been mining safe, and I'm actually mining safe with Equipool right now, using the Equiminer. I'm getting like 15 souls right now. I was just messing about with Equiminer. I was just seeing how it all worked. It's actually really good, that. But the developer of Safe is releasing that as well. They're releasing a kind of easy way to mine it. I've not tried it out yet though. Looking forward to seeing my portfolio in 5 years, 10 years even better. Yeah, that's the thing. I've always thought long term with this. Yeah, it's another Michael saying that fiat trading pairs will come soon enough, and this is another vulnerability for Bitcoin, because the less people will be buying Bitcoin to trade. Are you going to do an interview with the Hex guy? I told him to get in touch. I asked him to get in touch. They've not got in touch. So, I mean, it's one of those things. Like, as far as interviews go, I could interview the guy. But I said, yeah, get in touch. We'll do an interview, and he's not got back to me. Like, do I go back to him and keep asking him, or do I just do other videos? I don't know. I mean, I'd definitely do a video. If he's wanting to do a video or an interview, I'd definitely do that. Michael, I'm actually quite positive in Permabull. I just think people have rose-tinted glasses and they do not do enough research. Yeah. I mean, as far as doing research goes, it is hard, though. This is why some people pick a coin and stick with it, because they do so much research on a coin, they become an expert, and they know nothing about other coins. Cryptoville, not your fault. I bought 70 Z Classic at $166 while following you. I'm going to shake you if I see you, Kev. I never said anything about price, though, did I? I think at the time I did say that I didn't see it going down much lower than... what did I buy? I bought it at 137. I didn't think it was going to go much lower than that. But people started getting a little bit hesitant with it, with the Bittrex problems. And they started saying we're not going to support it. And that really affected the price. I've said this before, Cryptoville. I don't want to be one of those guys that say definitely buy this and definitely don't do this. I think that's dangerous, especially when half my audience is smarter than me and knows more about these kind of things than me. All I do, you know, all you can do in your own channel is say, I think it will do this, I think it will do that. But, you know, obviously, disclaimer, everyone needs to do their own research. Christy, if you would get great reviews, seems like you'll ask the questions that need to be asked. There's still a lot of technical things I think I need to learn to really grill a developer. I think there's a lot of stuff I don't know. I mean, I think I'd like to get a better understanding of coins and how they're all set up and the structure of how it all works, so that if I did do an interview with someone, I could then say, well, why don't you have this? Why don't you have that? Otherwise, I'm basically just asking about their white paper and their roadmap. Which I realise could be okay. But, you know what I'm saying? I'd prefer to be in a position where I could ask better questions. Michael Cole wants Cardano to be number 1 because I like Charles Hoskinson. Never heard of him. Scott, I wish there was a way for us to budget HXX Hex investors to pool our small holdings and do a node and split the rewards. There's actually that's actually a very good idea for a service, Scott, isn't it? When you think about it, you know, because one of the biggest drawbacks or the barriers, I would say, the biggest barriers of, you know, becoming a node, like having a master node, is that you need a certain number of coins. And if someone could, it kind of, I guess it would work the same as a pool. You donate money, you become, you know, part of the node and all that. I mean, I don't know. You're right though. It comes down to trust and see what happens. JR Jr. Yes, 100% correct. I agree with that. Z Classic is in limbo till someone gives it a go ahead to take over. Yeah. The problem is, I think everyone is looking at Z Classic as either a quick way to flip it and make more money, or a quick, you know, to fork it and make more money. They're not thinking long term, what will we do with this coin? Have you heard of that Bonavest guy? He's got a no bad trading channel on Twitch, and I think he's looking for folk to interview about crypto stuff. Maybe you two could chat about something crypto. No, I've not heard of him. Chris, sometimes it's better to examine things with a fresh mind. Takes time to get experience in this field. Is very new. We all know there are no experts. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it as well. You know that, you know, through these interviews, I would probably learn a lot more. You know, yeah. This is the guy Dice talking about Bonavest. I definitely need to learn more about trading before I can. Oh, sorry, I'm on the wrong browser. I'm on the wrong browser here, guys. This is the guy that Dice talking about. I think I said from the start. I think I stated from the very start. I said unless Bitcoin Private did something very crazy, like go up to like plus $500, then I wouldn't be looking to sell. But you're talking to a guy who bought Bitcoin Private again at $50, saying it's not going to go any lower than this. It's impossible. It was at $14 last week. You never know. You never know where it's going to go. But I would say that the reason the price is like this, well, there's a lot of technical reasons why it's there, but obviously because a lot of people who invested in it were not there for the long haul. The same people talk about Lambos one day, are the same people saying it's a scam coin the next day. Yeah, no, I don't think it was being rude, but there was certainly a misunderstanding, Scott. I actually showed it in my live stream. I said, I'm going live, I'll talk about Hexcoin, I'll do a stream about Hexcoin, because I'm interested in this, I want to find out more. And he said, right, okay. And then he put a little microphone icon, and then he said, when are we doing the phone call? And I'm like, eh? What? I was like, what do you mean? He's like, you said to me you were going to do a live stream with me. I was like, no, I didn't. And it was just kind of confusing. I don't know if he thought it meant I was going to interview him live. Hi, in it for Darwin. In it for Darwin. I think that's right. Cryptoville, yeah. Cryptoville keeps talking in title text. So it's hard to read. So it's not a date then. Yeah. The thing is, you know, for me to do that, I'd have to get it set up. I mean, actually, I sent a message to Crypto Mirage and I said, listen, I appreciate you did that interview with Hex, but if you need any advice as far as your audio setup and that goes, speak to, like, I'll give you a hand. I'm not saying I'm an expert on this. I'm clearly not an expert, but the interview he did, like, the screen was like tiny. It was like down like a little tiny amount. And the audio, I couldn't listen to the interview. The audio was horrendous. Now that could be partially because of the microphone the other guys got as well, though. So I don't know, but let's see. I'd be happy. I mean, I've not watched any of his videos yet, so I don't know what he's like. You know, if he's a nice guy and that, I'd be happy to do a video with him. Yeah, I'd be happy to you know, I'll check out his videos. I've got no problem doing videos like that. I've did videos with other people on YouTube for other things. Paid through exchange. I mentioned DMD Diamond because you said Bitcoin Diamond. I've been staking DMD a few months. My reward, 0.8225 X's per week. 4 million max supply, and I like the tech. It reached $42 just 2 months ago. What's it set at now, paid through? Yeah, it was hard, and I think, you know, for paid through, if you're listening to this, as I said, people will forgive bad video. Like if I was recording right now and it was 720p or it was 480p, people could accept that. They can't accept bad audio. They can't accept buzzing. They can't accept like crackly noises. You need to get the audio right. Get the audio right before video even. But video, there's no reason to get video wrong either. You know, really, you know, how cheap webcams and that are today. You can get a cheap Logitech webcam at $40 or something. It probably does what you want. And it for Darwin asked how we feel about XSH Shield. Now you have whales like Soros, Rockefeller, Rothschilds getting media attention when they've been manipulating the markets for a while. That's the thing. I've saw a lot of things on Reddit in the cryptocurrency channel where they're, like JP Morgan was a big example where they're like, Bitcoin is a Ponzi scheme, Bitcoin is a Ponzi scheme. And then they showed you all the news articles underneath it where it says JP Morgan invests billions in blockchain. JP Morgan invests in this. JP Morgan will try to build an exchange. And they're saying one thing to the media and doing another. Basically, I think it's just a delay. They're just trying to delay. I'd be interested in your thoughts on Tether. The Tether thing is not something I've been following. The US dollar Tether you talk about. It's not something I've been following too much. I actually cashed into Tether when I was on Hit BTC and I just cashed out again. I just bought other coins. Cell phone cameras are comparable to a really expensive device too. It depends though, Frank. You notice it more with video. Like the video I do, you guys know I do streams. I've done a stream with my phone and I've done videos with my phone, but if you actually look closely at those videos, they're very, very grainy. You know, this was at one point a £1,000 camera, but you can get it for like, well, I bought it for £330 second hand a few years ago, but you can buy it for like that now anyway. So the problem with mobile phones is the sensor is smaller. It lets in less light. This has got a 1-inch sensor. This is, it's like, I don't know if it's like an 1/8 of an inch. I don't know. It's tiny. But you're right. You can do streaming with videos and things like that. But I would say that, you know, this was £600 when I bought it new. This was like 320 second hand. This will always beat this. It's going to be years until smartphones catch up to this. But they're getting there. They're getting there. So Cryptoville is just trying to annoy everyone by the looks of it. See as far as audio though, just to kind of, as far as audio goes though, you can do some things with your mobile phone, so don't let that limit you. You know, if you've got a mobile phone there, this is how I stream. This is how I do videos on my mobile phone. Look at all these adapters. That's what you need when there isn't a headphone jack. Do that. Plug it in. Get the green light in the back. Is it gone? All right. Okay. Oh, that's there. See the green light. And that actually gives me good audio. The audio on this phone isn't that bad, but this will give you a lot better audio than this would actually give you better audio than a Yeti, which doesn't surprise me because it's twice the price, but still. And of course this is a selfie stick, but it's also a tripod. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Modern technology. All the way from China. JP Morgan makes his fortune pointing out a false story that Napoleon won the war and manipulated the stock market. I don't know the history about JP Morgan. That doesn't surprise me though. The main issue was stabilization with my phone. Yes. That's a big issue, Frank. See, This is the ATC U11. The ATC 10 had optical image stabilization on the front and back cameras. They actually removed it from the front camera in this version. I don't know why they would remove the best feature, but they removed it. But see, if you're worried about that, just don't walk around. Put it on a stationary tripod and you'll be amazed at how good the quality. As long as you get good lighting. If you get good lighting, you can see I've got lights in the background. But if you get good lighting, and you secure the phone, then you can get good audio. But you need good lighting, good video. Sorry. What is that stand? Is it plugged in? I don't think I'm plugged in there. Hold on. This is turning into a game of show and tell, isn't it? That's what that is. That's what that is. Can you see that bulb? Look how big that bulb is. Can you see that? But can you see that? No, you can't. Right, that's just annoying me, but in fact, can I? There's the bulb. Look at that. Look at that. That is a big beast, isn't it? I actually don't use those anymore because I've got daylight lamps. I've got bulbs up above. So instead of using those, I'm using those. Those actually give me the light that I need. You know, they're just enough. Thanks, Russell. It's fun though. Michael's right. If anyone can make the next stable fiat mimicking coin, it's going to be massive. Yeah, I agree. Right. Can we have a vote? Yes, we can, Michael. What is everyone's Bitcoin bottom? So, just to clarify, you mean the bottom, the lowest you think Bitcoin would go to? Are you talking about 2018 or just in general? 2018? I would say 4.5. I think crypto, if I wasn't understanding the question. I think 4.5. We could see it go down again, but it would. I'm not saying it's going to go to that though. I think that would be the. I think that'd be the lowest we'd see it. But maybe not as low as that. Maybe it'd be like 5.5. You know, there obviously comes a point where people start buying it up and they start going, right, I'm going to increase my portfolio. So 6ish, yeah. A few people are saying 6k. What about you, Michael? What do you think? The lower it goes, the more I'm buying. Yeah, fair point, Di. If it was going to hit 5k, would have happened last week or so. I'm going to go 75%, 3.2k, 25%, $1,500. Wow. Yeah. I think it's going to. I don't know. I really don't know. I think it's getting a little bit more stable. What's going on with my webcam here? But I think I wouldn't be too surprised if it dropped again. I wouldn't be too surprised. I might try this out. Yeah, it has been a yo-yo. I mean, a lot of people are saying it's because of like the tax years have ended, the Chinese New Year has ended, and all that. I don't know how much of that's into play or not. I just saw. All right, I was gonna try and show you something, guys. As I said, I've been mining Safecoin, and they're actually releasing like an easy kind of. They've got a beta version out of a miner to make it easier to see, you know, to mine their coin. I was going to try and download it there from Chrome, but you know, you get the usual. Whenever you download a miner, it says, you know, it's dangerous, and they don't actually let you download it. You need to use something like Tor. So I'll need to check that out another time. Maybe do another video about it or something if it's good. That's the thing. See, like long term, you know, long term the goal should be, could I retire on this money? Could I buy a house with this money? That kind of thing. I'm trying not to look at this as in I'm just trying to break even with my graphics cards. I'm trying to think long term, what could I make from this? You know, could it be life changing? I just noticed the extra large strings on your hoodie. Do you know why? This is a cheap ass hoodie. I've got hoodies. I've got a lot of tracksuit tops, and I don't know how many I've got, like 15 or something. I don't know, maybe more. I've actually bought ones like super dry ones that were like 60, 70 pounds, and they don't last as long as they should. This one was like £7 from Primark, and it's just lasted. I don't know. It's just lasted for a long time. They are kind of ridiculously large though, aren't they? Are you not using money that's already been taxed 3 times? As far as investing, I've actually not bought any crypto ever. My crypto is savings. My wife is happy with that. Yeah. If Bitcoin hits 1k, I'm going to sell internal organs. I don't really need. I just saw someone share this on Twitter. There's a store, that's Bitcoin store, a shop in Vienna called the House of Nakamoto. That's pretty cool, isn't it? The House of Nakamoto, a Bitcoin shop. I'll retweet that on my account so you guys can see it. Michael can't remember life before crypto. Yeah, when you're not, that's the thing, you know, a lot of people invested in crypto retailing is, you know, they're using money that they can't afford to lose, and this is where the emotion comes into play. But I think once you've cleared, you know, initial investment and you're playing with, you know, free money, whatever you want to call it, you know, I think the pressure's off. Hi, Jonas. Jonas saying you can buy Bitcoin at every ticket machine in Switzerland. That's awesome. That's really good. The one thing I've not really checked the last few days. Cryptoville, like, I know, I think we should leave the politics out of this. I think we should leave the politics out of this. We'll keep the crypto and just random microphone discussions. Thing is, because we might all get along in crypto, we won't all get along in politics. Politics is something that splits people, same as religion, same as anything else. I don't like Trump. I don't like any politician, if I'm honest. I can count how many politicians I like in the one hand. That's my view on it. But I think it's best to keep it's better to keep that kind of talk out of this. No, it's cool. It's cool. No, I'm saying though. I just want can't we all get along? Right. So let me see. What I shared this earlier. In case you missed this earlier on, guys, I talked about this. Russia's blocking Telegram. It's going to block Telegram. I think it's kind of pointless because there's other options out there that people can use. But anyway. What's on Reddit? I've not really been looking at Reddit the last few days. I know there's a lot of kind of hearsay and rumours on this as well, though. That's the thing, Michael, like, because I've actually delayed getting back into crypto because I thought I was late to the game. I was actually looking at Bitcoin in the forums and all that in like 2011, I think it was. But I was traveling South America. Michael can count no hands. I was traveling South America and it took me, I was doing like a week and I downloaded something like 4% of the blockchain. And I was like, right, I can't do this with these internet connections. So I was going to buy some. I probably would have lost that anyway. Probably been, with a hack. Empty Gox and all that, would have lost it. But still. It's hindsight is a wonderful thing. But, in reality, we are still early here. We are still early adopters. We're maybe past the pioneer stage, but we're still early adopters. Russell's asking, so again, I got into a Canadian exchange I like, but it only sells the top 5 market cap cryptos. I want to buy Stellar, iOS, etc. Is an exchange you can trust and you can recommend. So what exchanges would you recommend to Russell? Earlier on, we had people talking about Poloniex, Bittrex, Bitfinex. There was a few others. He's talking about CoinSquare. Right. Retailing says we're all still early to the game. Dai says Jose Mojica, ex-president of Uruguay. Oh, is that's the old guy that still drives his old car from the 60s and all that, isn't it? Yeah, I like that guy. Russell should buy Doggy and send it to Poloniex or Bittrex or CryptoBridge. So Bittrex then. So see, as far as doing that, I've been using Digibyte for that, like to send coins to an exchange cheaply because Digibyte seems to be everywhere. He farms, a remarkable man. He farms used to give most of his pay to poor people. Yeah. Yeah, I like that guy. But to be honest, socialists are few and far between, and there's a lot of, even the ones that call themselves socialists aren't really socialists, you know what I mean, if you actually listen to what they're saying. He's got good views on like marijuana and all that kind of stuff as well. Not that I can smoke, I'm asthmatic, so it's not like I've got a big concern about it, but LL Cool J on the hunt for stolen Bitcoin in CBS show NCIS. What about Potcoin then? Yeah, I've saw Potcoin mentioned by a lot of people. Yeah, that's why I like Digibyte. Is you know, it's next to no fees. It's always quick for well, I would say it's always quick for transactions. I withdrew Digibyte from Coutopia and it took 2 weeks. They actually replied to my, I've not checked it yet, but they replied to my ticket the other day after 6 weeks. My support ticket about my coins not being there, they replied 6 weeks later. Oh, hi Jason. There's Jason, Ninja Pickle. So Jason, what's your position? You're from Equipool. Jason's from Equipool, but I'm not sure if you're the founder or just a lead developer or what. But a shout out to Ninja Pickle there, Jason. Good to have you here. Frank, the issue with marijuana tokens is that it gives a lot of ledger of all the people who buy pot. Not so good, it's not legal where you live yet. Yeah. Just friends with Egyptian man. Oh, right, okay. Have you heard of Revolut app? Yeah, I saw a few people talking about that. They said it's a cheaper way to do it than Coinbase. But Jason, you know, Jason just turned up there. I was chatting to him in the Equipool Discord group. Like I showed this earlier. I really like the Equipool miner. You can see I'm using it there for a CPU and a laptop GPU. And this thing is on fire because it's been mining. I'll switch it off soon. I was kind of just messing around with it. No, what I normally do is if I'm using my laptop, I just mine anyway because I've got it open anyway. My God, that would burn a house down. Michael, it might be too tricky for here, but if you zoom out on TradingView, using log, you can see better where we are since 2014 crash. And that a drop further is likely. That's why 3K. I saw a lot of people talking about that, Michael. Is that not related to the mining difficulty and the cost of mining? Is that what that's related to? Like the cost of mining Bitcoin? And it's still, you know, the margin's too high? Jonas is asking if Revolut does let you extract the coins. Jason, what hash are you getting with your laptop GPU? You know what? I'll see if I'm set up for this. See if I can show you guys. I don't know if I'm set up for this, but I'll see. Right. Is it working? Come on. It's not working. I don't even know if this is plugged in. Is this plugged in? Is it plugged in? Doesn't seem to be. I'm trying to show you what's on this camera, but it's not. Oh, in fact, know what I need to do? I'll do this. I'll do this. I'll deactivate. I'll reactivate. See if this changes anything. That should work, and let me show you what's on this camera, but it's not working. So, thankfully, I have a plan B, guys. I have a plan B. So, I'll use this one instead. The backup camera. Right. So, as far as hash rate goes, let me see. Right, I'll switch over this for a second. So, this is a... I mean, you hearing an echo there? I'm hearing an echo. I don't know if you can. I'm getting 15, 16 sols. That's with a 6700K CPU. For my M1000, I'm getting 60 sols. You see that? 60 sols. And 16. So I'm getting like 75 for both of them. Not the best. I'm hearing an echo with myself. That's put me off. Nah, it's not the best there. Put that way. But I was just kind of playing around with it more than anything else. That's what I normally use my laptop for, just to kind of play around with things. Test mining pools and stuff like that I can do. But I was playing about with the miner and configuring different things today. That's not bad for a laptop. Yeah, this is a pretty good laptop. I used to use this on my main computer actually. It's a quad core. It's got 2 Thunderbolt ports on it as well, so I could technically connect two 1080 Ti's through it in mine if I wanted to, but pointless, but I could. Jason, you can click on worker page to open the worker page on Equipool C. Yeah. So I'll show you what Jason's talking about. Oh no. Stop that. That's bad. I'm actually running into that problem with, I talked about this in the forum. There's a problem with there's a problem with the Equiminer where it loads up on my computer. Sometimes it doesn't give me a vertical scroll bar, so I need to delete one of the folders. Right, Michael saying that's another topic, and I just don't know about that, but I've heard it also becomes less worth for miners, but it's just to view price action. It's simply to see down, sideways, up. What do you mean less worth? Are you talking about TradingView? Then down again, and that's where we are now. Oh yeah. Sorry, we were talking about the price. Yeah. No echo for us, right? Thanks for telling me, Frank. I actually didn't know that. I hadn't did any video tests. Yeah, it probably isn't worth. You know, there's videos about that saying, is it worth mining through your laptop? But see, the thing is, it's not, with an asterisk, because if you got in early with a CPU only coin, you can make money. Like if you get in with Pigeon Coin or one of those coins and only mine CPU, you could make money. Yeah. So you're saying I should do what with TradingView? I should just kind of look at it and we can look at the graphics, etc. Or just look at the Bitcoin. Are you talking about just looking at TradingView Bitcoin in general and looking at the price? I'm going to close some of these tabs because I've got a million tabs open. I can't, like, yeah, I know it's one of those annoying things with YouTube, you know, anti-spam. Right, I'll see if I can get TradingView. Right, so I've used Revolut, deposited and converted the Great British Pounds to euros free of charge, then sent it to GDAX. Usually comes the next day morning. Paid features are faster though. Well, that's the other thing to consider. Like I wouldn't run my laptop 24 hours a day because I'd rather just keep the laptop running. This is actually, this laptop's good enough to do video streams, and I've did live streams through this. I've did videos through it. It's a pretty competent one as far as video goes. It's more powerful than a $2,500 MacBook. Most of the MacBooks, and I paid $900 for it. So, type in symbols. Right, okay. Right, saying that page doesn't exist, but I don't know if that's because I'm on UK TradingView. BT, it's not showing me anything actually. Like I'm on the page here, but markets. So where could I find it through this? How do I find it through this? I'm not familiar with the website. I mean, I've saw the website. That one. Yeah, symbols. I missed it. Oh, sorry, I missed out when you said symbols. I missed out that part. My fault. Yeah, thanks, Michael. Yeah, I saw that. I read from the /. So you say go back to max. Right, so this is the graph you're talking about. Interactive chart, right. I hate how this keeps asking me if I want notifications. No, I do not. You can only use trial as you need to pay. So what? How far do I go back? All. Then click log, which is, look at the number of bloody icons on this page. There's so many links and so many buttons and icons. Where's the log? Mo just asked me how many lefts until your return investment is done. Are you talking about my GPU equipment? Frank Finelli, well, it's got a broken screen and it's 5 years old. It's an i7, which is decent for CPU mining, but the GPU is a major slouch. Can't play any games in it, so don't care if it stops working. Yeah, if you don't care about the laptop and things like that. I've actually got an old laptop there from years ago, and I don't know how it would perform. It had a gaming GPU. It's like 11, 12 years old though, so I'm not sure what it'd be like. In fact, I've actually got the box sitting there. Hold on. I've actually got like 2 or 3 old laptops. This was from 2006. If I can get it up. Oh, we double entendre there. Asus G1S gaming laptop. I actually packaged this up. The reason being, my friend's girlfriend's African, and whenever he goes over, he takes over like football shirts and things like that for people in Africa. So I gave him that to take over, and I got it packaged up, and then I've not seen him since. So I'll give it to him at one point. Yeah, it's an old dual core PC, but I used to play Counter-Strike and things like that on it, so it does have a decent GPU on it. So sorry, click log bottom right. Right, I see it now, Michael. Right, and then what do I do now? What date? And you'll see we had a very similar wave in 2014. You talk about here. Are you talking about this candle? Hide for now, right. So it's shot up. Alright, I see what you're getting at. I'll try and scroll up a little bit. I keep going to the wrong browser. Right, so it's shot up here. Alright, see, I'm trying to, I was looking for a scroll bar. How do you get rid of this? This gets in the way. So shot up here in 2013, that is. So that was November 2013. Weekly or daily, top left. I'm on monthly just now, aren't I? Yeah, I would have to. I think I'd go back to monthly. But are you saying that basically we shot up the same way that we did in December there, and then it dipped, and it took, so that took another quite a few years until it rebounded back to where it was. So what's that? 2 years? 2 years or so till I go back to where we were. So that's where it kind of corrected itself, maybe about here, till I go back to that level. But the thing is, if you look there, it never went as low as that again, or maybe it kind of touched upon it, and then it's gone all the way up to there, and then it's been down. So you're saying it could go back down to that kind of level. Sorry, I asked Mo a question. Mo Jake, yes. It's not something I've looked into actually. As far as return on my equipment, see if I. Oh right, maybe that's why. Hold on just now. See if I can get this sorted.